Hello, beautiful Libra. Thank you for being here. My name is Jaden and this is Lighthouse 36. Today I'm doing a general reading for the Libra Collective for the month of September 2026. And I just want to wish all the September Libras out there a very happy birthday. And I did clear the energy before this session and tapped into the Libra Collective energy. And Crocodile Spirit actually appeared for me. And Crocodile Spirit is all about kind of like being still and observing. Okay, being still and observing. Imagine like a crocodile, just under the water watching. And there might be some changes coming in for you. And like, for example, the last time Crocodile Spirit appeared was for me was during a Reiki session that I was facilitating for someone. And that person had been at the same job for so many years in the same department. And Crocodile appeared, and I gave her the same message that I just gave you, basically about talking less, observing more. Okay. And she suddenly, called me a few weeks later to let me know that she was, following Crocodile Spirit's advice, and that she had been moved to another department after, working a few decades in one department. This was a massive change for her. So yeah, so take that if it resonates. But we're going to get more messages from the cards from Spirit. Spirit, what messages do you have for the Libra Collective for September 2026? Overall theme? Overall theme, please. Destiny. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning. This is equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune card. The Wheel of Fortune is turning, okay, in your favor. So it's just what I had said with the Crocodile Spirit and the example that I gave you the last time it appeared for me. There is change on the horizon for you, okay? And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's positive change, positive change. Okay, let's expand upon that, please, Spirit. Please expand upon that for the Libra Collective. I'm also a Libra, so this reading is for me as well. Too many, Spirit, too many. Okay, Kuwat, or Quat, this is equivalent to the Strength card in the traditional tarot. And I'm really noticing here with this card, this particular image, that, there's a lion here, but this child is not afraid whatsoever. And I just want to see, she's smiling and laughing. Oh, and she's got a little ducky with her, a little toy. There's no fear there. She's quite happy and comfortable. Okay. Feel like Spirit is telling you, don't be afraid of the changes that are coming. I think it's human nature to be afraid of change, for many of us. And Spirit is letting you know here not to be afraid. Three of Coins. Three of Coins is all about community working together towards a certain goal. Here with these tiles, I feel like the puzzle pieces are being put together for you, even though it's not a puzzle. It's being put together, okay? The puzzle pieces. They're all falling into place for you. Okay, one more, Spirit. Five of Cups. Yeah, you've been going through something, Libra. You've been going through something very, very difficult. Maybe even like grieving something. There's something that you've been grieving. I'm just going to pick this card up and see what energy I get from it. So, this could have been the loss of a job or something that happened at work that really upset you. It could have been something with a friendship or even intimate partner or a group that you belong to. Something recently has upset you. I'm hearing actually it could be a few months. It's been a few months now. Something's been very upsetting to you. There's something you're grieving here. Oh, I'm even getting here that for some of you, if this resonates with you, now this is very, I don't know what the word is, very deep. It may even be your old self. It's like you're becoming a changed person. This has happened a lot this year with the year of the fire horse. Um, you're changing, and it's like it's changing everything around you, and it's like you don't even know who you are anymore yourself. People don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. And you're just really changing. So you might be grieving your old self, but you know there's no going back. So, Spirit's letting you know here that the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. There's nothing to be afraid of. The pieces are all falling into place, okay? And what's being created is beautiful. And the community aspect here I'm getting is like you working with your spiritual team. Okay, let's expand upon this, get some clarifiers. Spirit, can you please clarify destiny, temperance? You know, this is a very, very interesting temperance card. Okay, I'm just going to bring it up closer to the camera. So here we have a couple together, um, having dinner. So what I'm feeling is like you are wanting the wheel to turn, okay, in your favor. Um, but you're having to be very patient. It's kind of like when you enter a new intimate relationship, and it's very exciting and you're getting to know each other and you feel like, that spark. And it's very easy to like want to rush into physical intimacy, okay? But it's always better to take your time, slow down, get to know each other, enjoy the moment, okay? So it's the same thing here. Spirit has been trying to, I'm hearing the word stuck. You may have been feeling stuck. I'm getting a similar message that I got to Virgo where, here's the ceiling and you feel like you want to break through it, but it's like you're just hitting the ceiling, okay? Um, Spirits wants you to enjoy this moment and get to know yourself, okay? Get to know yourself. So if this is a breakup of a relationship, a long time relationship, could be even a marriage, don't rush into anything. Get to know yourself, okay? Um, if this is a job, like say you've lost a job, um, and you feel desperate to get something new, like I have to find something new, my savings are going to run out, etc. Just slow down, okay? Don't rush into anything. What do you really want to do? So there's been like a slow down period here, and it's been purposeful by your team here because they want you to reflect, to slow down and not just rush into anything, like just anything. Okay? What do you really want? Okay? Please, please, Clarify strength. Yeah, here's exactly what I was saying, the hanged man. So there's been a pause here, okay? The need for patience. The need for patience. And Spirit wants you to know there's been a reason for this. They don't want you to just rush in. Sorry, I'm getting a download here, and just give me a minute here because it's a little bit of a different kind of message. Yeah, okay. So what Spirit is trying to tell you here is like with the not rushing. Um, for example, if you've lost your job, you know, you the normal, and I'm putting that in quotations, thing to do is to find another job immediately. Okay? But Spirit's trying to tell you to find a way around this, okay? Like maybe look at some alternatives. Like maybe there's a way for you not to have to rush into another job immediately. Slow down, give yourself a break to see what it is you really want and how you can create this, okay? Look at things from a different perspective. Um, if it's a romantic relationship, oh, it's obvious, the next step is moving in together, getting engaged, getting married, like whatever is considered normal or mainstream. Spirit wants you to look at things in an alternative way. Um, let's get some more information here. How can you do things differently this time, is what I'm hearing. We all have to pay our bills, of course, and, um, you know, uh, fulfill our obligations and our responsibilities. But Spirit's asking you, I'm hearing like a leap of faith. How can you do things differently this time? What do you really want? Like, if you're a receptionist, do you really want to go into another receptionist job? If you do, that's wonderful. What type of organization do you want to work for? Maybe for some kind of more socially minded organization, or maybe you always wanted to work in fashion, something along these lines to really slow down and not just settle for anything. Okay? Um, Look at things from a different perspective, and also the way you go about achieving that, looking at that from a different perspective as well. Please clarify Three of Coins, Spirit. Pause, slow down. Okay, just like crocodile, slow down. Observe. Observe yourself. Three of Cups. There's going to be a celebration here. So this card is kind of like a double meaning. It's like, gather your friends around you, talk to them about it. Um, but what's inside of you is what is most important, okay? But it's okay to get advice from other people as well, you know, or even get help from other people. Like, for instance, if you're selling your house, perhaps you think, oh, my house has been sold much faster than I thought. I have to rush and you know get another house immediately, but you don't see what you want out there on the market. Spirit's asking you to slow down, okay? This is just an example. Slow down. Okay, wait for what you really want. Think about, do you still want to live in the same neighborhood? Do you want to move to another neighborhood? Maybe another country even. Um, Maybe you can stay with friends, temporarily instead of buying a house that and being stuck with a house you don't really want. Maybe you're going to decide not to buy a house at all, another house at all, and rent instead. There's a big message here about slowing down and looking at things in an alternative way. There is change coming, there is celebration. So I have a feeling that you have already been in this slow down period and you're kind of like you want to get out of it. You feel like caged, trapped like a caged animal. And you're like, Spirit, when are things going to turn around for me? But there's a reason for this pause. There's something that you're not completely seeing here. What do you really want? And think of creative ways to manifest that, to create that, or co create that with spirit. There will be celebration here. Five of Cups, please clarify, Spirit. Five of Cups. We've got the Three of Pentacles. So we've got the Three of Pentacles again. What's really interesting about the Three of Pentacles is she's here by herself. She's creating art. So there's something that you want to contribute to the world, okay? And or to your community. There's something that you like, a talent that you have that's going to help others, okay? But maybe you think it's unrealistic. Like, for instance, being a writer. Well, it's unrealistic. I can't make a living off my writing. Okay? Spirit wants you to look at that differently. For example, maybe you just, got let go from a job and you got some severance pay. You have a little bit of savings. Maybe you qualify for unemployment insurance, okay? Maybe it's okay to take a few months off and write that book or do that painting you've always wanted to do or whatever it is that you've always wanted to do. Maybe you can stay with friends or family for a little bit so to cut down on your costs. Or maybe a relative has like a cottage somewhere that you can stay at, something along these lines. Like, slow down, think of things differently, okay, and how you can do this. Get creative. Don't just rush into, what you're supposed to be doing right now. Like maybe you're afraid I'm hearing of people judging you. What? You're taking a few months off? Can you afford that? To write? What? Are you crazy? That sort of thing. Hmm. Okay. Um, let's get some advice first from Archangel Michael. Um, Archangel Michael, any confirmation, clarification, or additional message for the Libra Collective? Regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Yes. So part of the slowing down is grounding yourself. Like, I think you're really up in your head, like, oh my gosh, I lost my job. I have to find another job. Or, oh my gosh, my husband's left me. I have to find another partner, or, I have to find another house immediately, another home, or a job now to support myself. Um, these are normal things that people would think, and Spirit wants you to get grounded, okay? Observe what's happening around you and focus on what you really want instead of all the worries. That's what it is. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. You have a lot of worries going through your head, and you're not able to focus. So focus on what you really want. Like when that crocodile or alligator is in the water observing, they're focusing on the prey that they really want. They're observing it, and then they, boom, get it, suddenly rise and get it. Spirit's asking you to be as focused as alligator or crocodile spirit, okay? Focus on what you really want, and the answers are going to come to you about how you can go about doing this, okay? Look at creative solutions, alternative ways that are not, what people would consider mainstream or the norm. I'm hearing there are people there to support you. And this is how you're going to get this wheel turning and things falling into place. Beautiful. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Angels, any additional message for Libra? Clarification, confirmation, additional message for the Libra Collective? Power, yeah. You have more strength and power than you know, okay? You have all the strength inside of you, the power. You're such a powerful individual. It's all inside of you. You just have to tap into it. Ground yourself, focus, and, observe, and then you're going to be ready to make your move. Beautiful. Thank you, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I certainly did. It was a little bit of a complicated reading. If you did enjoy this reading, please be sure to show this channel some love. In the meantime, I'm wishing you all the very best, and again, happy birthday to all the September Libras out there. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.